Welcome back to this episode of this platformer level that we're building from beginning to end. We've come really far, but today I kind of felt like the layout of the level kind of sucked, so we're kind of gonna fix it and it's gonna be pretty cool. I just want to focus on like the entire layout. I want to make the full layout to be finished. So here you jump. Is that even possible? We have not even tested this. Let's see. So okay, there's even platforms on here. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. And one thing that is 100% for sure is that this absolutely sucks. That's 100% certainty. So you should not do these kind of weird, like repeated edges and stuff. Even this one looks horrible. And that's why I felt like the level didn't look good. It just didn't look good. So now we're fixing it. Why does this not have glow on it? Perhaps without any of the 14 glow, this would look a lot cleaner. Let's see. So is that better or is that better? Ooh, that's a tough. Oh my god, I think without the glow it looks even cleaner. Okay, so that means we can even get rid of all of these guys, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so that's a wild one. I did not expect myself to just do that massive change, but here we are. If you do change something and you think it looks cleaner, just keep it, even if it's reducing the amount of objects. Okay, and also that layout just looks so bad. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna have to change these. So that's how it is. You just do something and later you realize that it's bad and you should definitely not be doing that. So you just change it. That's how editing basically works. And of course, 2 is a bit too tiny, so I'm gonna do 3, and we're gonna do that. And do I want to even have this whole thing in here? What about we just keep it like straight like so? Now it's completely impossible though. So we're gonna select these, we're gonna kind of flip them like that. Actually, what the heck am I even doing? So is that even possible? Let me just see. So yeah, that is not possible. Okay, if it's not possible, just make it a bit more fun by adding this platform. Is that better? Yeah, definitely not. So this does not look good for sure. So we're gonna have to make it look better. I don't want to use any pads or orbs or any of that stuff. I also want this to be extended by 1. So just do everything you want and then perhaps the ideas will come. So this is probably the wrong object, so I'll just fill it in with the perfect color like so. Okay, so nice. So now what it looks like we're missing one of these. So those were meant only for the tower part, and every single trigger in here. Actually, we only need the spawn trigger if you want to be completely real with you all. These guys can go away. And now if we add some kind of platform like so onto here, I don't think it's gonna look bad, especially if it's in the B1 or the B2 like that. All right, like so even. Okay, can you just go here? You can. That's not good. We're gonna get rid of it. Just keep testing and keep seeing what's gonna. Dude, this room doesn't make any sense. Like, if you want me to be fully real with you, this room just doesn't make any sense, bro. Okay, so how about this? How about we just bring this up? So this is how we just, we just test things and we see if it looks good. How about you just start up and you have to navigate on this platform. Perhaps that should be better. So we're gonna copy and paste this. We're gonna put it right here, and this goes there. And in here we're gonna need one of these and one of, where are they? I have no idea where they are. It's this one, I think, right? Yes, it is. So see, so now that's much cleaner. So this one can go in the center, and that is that in the center? I don't think so. I think it should be like that, right? Yeah. Okay, so see, this just looks so much better. And now what we can do is make this a full line, and perhaps we can even make this one shorter just to make it symmetrical. And now this can go into there, and this is pretty nice. Also, I hate it when you like touch the ceiling up there. So just for these guys, I'm gonna make them passable, and only for these guys, so that you can kind of pass them. And like that, we have a cool introduction into our platformer level, which is much better than, oh my god, the beginning. The old beginning was just not good. Okay, these guys are gonna go on B2. This is how it looks like. And see, like, this is just... it doesn't fit with the block design. So I'm gonna select everything here. I'm gonna doom it. And all of that can be doomed as well. Here, okay, it's actually a bit risky to copy from here because there's a coin. So I'm gonna copy from there. Copy and paste is always necessary. So we're gonna just fill it in as usual. And this is like having a straight block like that. Not really the cleanest thing. So we're gonna just do a single cut. That's gonna be very, very smooth. So something like this. And how are we gonna do this, dude? Like, I keep forgetting, but I think this platform should do it. Yes, indeed. And we can't forget the hitbox. And I just do these tiny, like, you know, corners, you can say, just to make it look a bit more, you know, not static, you can say, or a bit more structural, if that's not even a word. But yeah, I think it just looks cleaner like so. So we're gonna take this. Why is it not? What the heck is going on right now? I have no idea. But we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it here. Yeah. Why was that so hard? Okay, so because otherwise you won't be able to get up there. So that looks nice. And in here, see, like, this thing is just doesn't look good. So do I want to extend it to here or to there? Let's see. So I think I'm gonna extend it to here. Reason being is maybe it's gonna look cool. We're gonna see. Does that look cool or does it not? Yeah, I think it's gonna look cool if we just move the entire door one to the left, like so. See, it just looks much, 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 much better. Oh my god, that part was so messy. That is pretty cool. Okay, so the bottom here, if you fall, you're gonna be doomed. I'm talking like real doomed. So we're gonna add like a bridge. Reason being is, you know, there's space and we don't want it to be kind of like a wasted space. So there's also, these spikes are gonna have some clean glow, you guys are gonna see. And of course this has to go down, and I'm not even too sure if I want to have these kind of like bright looking things with the glow, because this area you're just not gonna touch, right? So how do we do this? So let me just go to the blocks, and I'm just gonna put these, and they're gonna have the exact same color without like any, actually they're gonna be a bit, we can make them darker. I'm trying to do something which is similar to here, but I'm not even too sure because this does not look good. And perhaps we're gonna have to use the opposite blocks, which are maybe these guys. No, place them down. No, but where is the bottom? Is the bottom the same as the top? I think it has to be, yeah, because these guys are kind of unfinished, so I think it has to be. But yeah, the only solution was to have those. Okay, so this does not look the best. Perhaps it's because, how about we just bring these on top of everything? Yeah, so okay, I'm just experimenting, just seeing what's gonna look nice, and maybe just doing this will make it look leaner. Yeah, so it's just, okay, we're gonna get back to this later, but I think that's definitely much better than whatever we had at the beginning. It was so bad. So lava still coming. Lava here also still coming. And now you see that this structure also just doesn't make any sense. Like, why have that if you don't need it? So we're gonna extend this, we're gonna copy this, and here we don't need any hitbox, so we're just gonna spam these guys. This one is gonna be on hide, and yeah, this is just so much better. It's cleaning up your level, always feels nice. So we're gonna add these right there. This one, just make it a tiny bit smaller, like that. I'm gonna have coins here and stuff, and I think that's okay. So one thing for sure is that we're gonna need these supporters, you can say, like the guys, like you guys are big supporters. Ooh, what if we just add like this rail onto these guys as well? So how do they, okay, so they go into there, and I want them to start going earlier than that. Perhaps moving this down should help. So now going up, is it still possible? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So we're gonna hide everything, and we're gonna add rails. We're gonna do that by using this, and we're just gonna put it right here. like so. You just add so much to it. And now this goes like so, perhaps. I don't know, like we're gonna see. So if we do this, is that a fitting thing? Not really, because it's more sharp. And it also starts here, I believe. So maybe that, let's see. Center is right there. Not quite, maybe a half a block longer. Like so, and the center is right there and just a bit down. I mean, I want this to be perfect because it just looks much more satisfying if it is. So this goes, okay, now I think it's good. So you can see that the center is exactly there, and we can't forget our beautiful little screw. That just makes everything like 10 times better. Check this out, like this. And yeah, it just looks horrible because it's in front. It should not be in front. So okay, now this looks a lot better. So there's a lot of coins in here, and let's just, okay, so you can see this is just unnecessary. Why is this here? There's no explanation. It's just there. Like, there's just nothing to be said. So let's just keep it straight. And 74 has to go down by 55, I think. Yeah. Okay, so you see, it just looks so much better when everything is just, you know, thick. You can say like it's really bold, instead of just having these small edges and stuff. I did this at the beginning just to show how cool the auto build is. And sure, it's cool, but you should not sacrifice your level's quality just to show something, you know? So we're gonna get rid of this small thing, and actually pretty happy with how this is turning out. So what else do we, so these guys are pretty normal in here. We're gonna have to move this X down so that you can't see what's going on up here. I don't like these blocks that much, but we're gonna change them. How do we change them? Oh wait, what the heck? Why did I use these awful looking blocks right here? What the heck was bro doing? So we don't need any of these, we don't need this, and we're just gonna use this thing because it's just how it should be done, right? And these blocks are not even gonna fall, so it really doesn't matter. So this is gray. Is there anything gray in this level? There isn't. So this thing is also gonna be using those guys. Or is there like a way to make a wooden platform using like vertical things? Oh, we can use the box. How does the box look like? The box is actually a pretty cool object. So yeah, the box doesn't look bad. So we're gonna make it 87, and we're gonna get rid of all of this. All of you guys go away, and you go away, and you right there. Okay, I have no idea why I didn't layer that, but whatever. We got this. So just select that and 87, and don't make it hide, please. And now looking at it, this one perhaps is more metallic, if that's the object that I'm going to use. So I'm going to change that to, okay, so you guys go away, and all of you guys also go away, and this goes down. This looks much better. Now I'm thinking even these guys, we're gonna have to change them, and let's just do it real quick. We're gonna paste, and paste, and we're gonna get rid of, oh my god, there's just so much going on, bro. We're gonna get rid of all that, and we're gonna simply add this thing. It's just gonna make everything look so much better because it's wooden instead of having it as a color that really isn't ever used in this entire level, like gray or this metallic looking wood, which doesn't make that much sense. So just keep everything same style, same clean look. And this one is a bit too close to it, so, and now that's way too close to that. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna move them like so. Okay, so how about we just have a platform up there that's gonna be kind of sneaky, and if you get there, you're gonna get some coins, and the way you get there is by, oh my god. Okay, so this is a bit hard. Oh, what if we just have like a blue coin right there? That wouldn't be that bad of an idea, right? So, oof, that's not easy to get. There's even an opening in here, but I don't think it matters. And now I'm slowly realizing how bad this looks. And sometimes it just takes a lot of time for you to realize that something is bad. That's why it's always better to just spend more time on your level. And we're just gonna spam this right there. And you guys, you all go behind.
This is how it looks like now. And how about, yeah, this is so much better now. Okay, so everything that's up here is just gonna go away like that, just for optimization purposes. Even this section right here, perhaps we should like add platforms and stuff to it just to fill it, because this is, or I'm just gonna completely get rid of this because it's just, it doesn't look good, if you want to be fair and honest. So, okay. How does the rest of that look? Okay, so blue coin goes up there. This is definitely gonna make people die onto the spike. And oh my god, we don't need this checkpoint. We need this, and perfection right there. What just happened to 87? 87 rotates around 87. Ah, we got rid of 80, 78. I mean the parent. And cool. So there's gonna be a checkpoint obviously in here, because people are just gonna see that and be like, oh my god, I just made everything impossible. Or we could just add like, where is it? Like, I don't think anybody is gonna understand that, because what do you mean spikes are just gonna fall? That doesn't make any sense. Just out of nowhere, spikes falling. Where is it? There it is. This one. And then I'm gonna add this one to it. Yeah, you guys get the idea. How do I make it more obvious that this is gonna fall? I think like the problem is it really takes some time for you to realize that, oops, they're falling. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna pull 60 to white. And we're gonna see, yeah, so that's much better. We're gonna do +2, +2. And we're gonna even like, you know, do it right there as soon as it falls. So right there, very nice. And now you basically have, oh my god, you gotta do a triple spike. Well, let's go. Okay, got it. Nice. Very, very good. Okay, this area right here is actually, I think, a pretty good, would be pretty cool to, please don't tell me that is there. Okay, cool. It would be pretty cool to do something that's like the thing that we just did, but a lot bigger. How would it look if I do that? I don't think that's right, because that's not the way the follow trigger works. Yeah, that's definitely not the way, brother. Where are bros? They're just gone. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to add these again and all of that. Is that worth it? Screw it. It's not worth it. Also, this just doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna get rid of all of that, and we're gonna do this. We're just cleaning up the level. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do this. Just make it really thick and bold, because I think that's how these blocks are supposed to be used. Like not really thin, you know, weird looking stuff. Okay, this looks real bad. Yeah, so we're gonna be filling all of that in. I'm gonna get rid of the unnecessary ones, and we're gonna make everything on hide. Okay, so I got a really cool idea. Check this out. So we're gonna add a chain. How exactly is that gonna be though? We're gonna have the screw. The screw is literally the most important thing. You guys are gonna find this really cool. So we're gonna add the why? There's no way. The screw is actually behind. That's not good. It should be in front. Alright, cool. So the screws are going to be right there. I think you guys can already understand. Yeah. So this, how is that going to be? This one's going to be 106. That one's going to be 107. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 106, 106, 107. And it's going to be just a tiny bit on touch. So as soon as you touch this, actually we don't need touch. We're just going to do it like manually. And it just did not work because 17 around on 6, buddy. So, okay, cool. So by default, it's going to be minus 25, I think. Yeah, so 25 is cool. And then we're just going to have to position this perfectly, which is right here. Thank God we came up with this idea, because otherwise you need a lot of gimmicks in your level, right? You need a lot of gimmicks, otherwise it's just not going to be special. And we're going to move this right there. Just wanna, okay, cool. So now this, oh my god, the screw is not even in the perfect place. Okay, that's on me. And that's not good. We're gonna, wait, how the heck was that? Okay, this should just be moved up a bit. Cool. And now this one a bit more to the left. Cool. So how exactly what would happen if we just place it here? So there. Okay, please, you guys go on a new layer. You guys are also 107. How would that look like? Okay, so that's exactly what we don't want. So you guys are going to be 108, and perhaps rotating one. It's not going to work. I already know it, but with this, yeah. So you could have a single object, but that's just not going to look cool. The best way to do this is we're going to add an object exactly on the center here.
and it really has to be on the center because otherwise it's gonna be a bit weird. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go to the layer. We're gonna snap these and we're gonna go onto here and put it exactly on there so that the center is exactly the center, which I think right now it's not here and it's not there. It's probably in here or something. Okay, so this is gonna be 107 and 109. And this one is going to be 108. So now we're going to do 108. We're going to use this. So 108 is going to follow 109 with infinite time. And you guys see that it just looks phenomenal. Now this one is not 108 because it's the other side, 1010. And the triangle that we added, which is, I have no idea where it just... Okay, it's right there, no problem, relax, buddy. And this one, 111, so 110 is gonna follow 111. So, cool, now we can just rotate this around as we wish, really, you guys can see, and it just looks really cool. So, by default, this is how it's going to be. Oh, why is that? Oh, it should take no time at all. Okay, so as soon as you land on this, it's just gonna start rotating the other way. So by default, it's like that, and we're gonna make it rotate plus 50 if you touch this thing. We're gonna do that by making this an ease out as well. So 1, 1, 2, and 1, 1, 2 should happen as soon as you enter this area. So 1, 1, 2, and this one's of course the same as this. And let's just see how that's going to be. The reason why I'm using this thing, you guys are going to see exactly why. But now it's fully broken because we should, of course, start following before we do any movement. And now it's just not there for some stupid reason. Okay, I think I know why. What new object did I add again? Wait, why did this break already? Like, I didn't even do anything. Okay, apparently it just has to be... Oh my god, you guys saw that? That was so cool. So, but why did it go that far? Like, I just want it to be maybe plus 10. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's clean. Maybe plus 20 now. Just increase it slowly. Okay, it should definitely go to the... Or actually, what if it's... I think it's much better if it's literally like that. And then as soon as you touch, it just goes down. Okay, and if you go up on it, it's gonna do minus 20. And this is 113, and 113 is right here. So you go on it, and then you exit, you go on it, and you exit, and you go on it, and then you exit. Okay, cool. Okay, that's pretty nice, but I think the easing, perhaps ease out or sign out would look... Yeah, that's much smoother. You guys see? Okay, so now the problem is, how are you really gonna do this? This one, we're gonna make it a bit bigger so that you can't just keep jumping on it. Well, you still can, but... How are you gonna get to the other side is now the real question. And by the way, we're gonna copy and paste these, and we're gonna do build helper. Actually, I don't think we need build helper. This is gonna be... I'm gonna try something. If this works, that would be pretty nice. I'm just gonna switch these, and that should work, right? Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. So that's actually such a cool gimmick. Thank God we came up with it. And okay, so that's pretty nice. So below here, there's really there's not gonna be anything that kills you, so don't really worry. And how are you gonna do this? So how that's gonna work is you're gonna somehow climb up, and we're gonna come up with a cool idea of that as well. So there's gonna be a weight, which I think I'm just gonna copy from the sewers. Why? Because weight, you know, it's hard to do. There's sewers. Hello, you have a weight. I know it, and the weight is... Wait, is that a weight? I don't really remember it looking like that, but yeah, you're mine now. Okay, we're here now, and let's just go ahead and do paste. Now we have this weight, which looks pretty nice, and I think you guys can already get where this is going, bro. But I can tell you, and I can assure you, this indeed is getting somewhere. So we can just add this chain that obviously Robtop didn't add. This thing doesn't have any group as of right now, so this is where it should be. And what I'm thinking of doing is kind of having like a slope that's going to make him fall. We're going to use the keyframing system, which is going to be pretty nice. Is there no slope? There has to be a slope here, right? There's this one, but I want like a more... Ooh, oh my god, this is insane. Dash used this as well, so we're going to use it too. He made this, and then you just do that, which,
yeah, sometimes it looks cool, sometimes it doesn't. And if you just scale it up to, let's say, like 2x, and then do it, I think it should look cool. I haven't tried it, but yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so now we have a structure. So I'm gonna start up here, and I'm gonna start on a platform, and we're just gonna make this fall like instantly. Okay, I got a better idea. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this, we're gonna paste it right here, and the weight is basically gonna be like hanging from it, you can say. Or we can just do it here, and we can just copy and paste all of this so that it kind of goes here, here, and then down. Okay, cool. Ooh, we can even make this like a moving thing, dude. 2.2 is just 2.2 is awesome, bro. What else can you say? Thank God we have access to 2.2, because otherwise I would have cried out like crazy. Okay, so this is gonna move, and we're gonna need the one behind it. We're gonna do this, or we're gonna do that. And we're gonna have to like time it perfectly with the fall. And now you guys can see that this is just not it. So yeah, maybe using this is a good idea. Even move it up, and the problem now is, how do we even get up? Okay, so this whole section here I really don't like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it more fun. Okay, I got it. I got an idea now. So this, that, and this one is gonna be here. And there's going to be this entire thing is going to be there. This is going to be connected to something. Okay, so doing this looks a lot cleaner. So we're going to do that. And now this thing can just go away really, because we don't really have a light. So this is all going to be closed. So we're going to yoink this. We're going to put it in here. And this is going to go here. Not exactly final, but I'm just going to do like a raw thing. So this is the upper section right here.
And that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we're gonna make this weight fall down, and it's gonna have a very cool animation. You guys do not want to miss that. So make sure to click here to watch the next episode. And I will see you guys over there. Don't forget to subscribe and also like, and also watch the full playlist on here.